Hello, everybody. Welcome to my first ever. This is gonna be just a talk through of Monday Night Raw. What happened yesterday? On the 17th. Let's get into it. Nobody asked for it, but I figured I gotta push out content somehow. And I also just wanna get into this video. Like, if you see me the way that I'm looking, my camera's like over here um on another monitor. I don't know where the fuck my lenses is. I cannot look into the camera for the life of me. um but yeah, just either listen or watch, up to you. But can we get into this Monday Night Raw of what the hell happened? Because let me tell you guys something. I have no clue what the hell happened. The first segment was pretty much good, but afterward, why the hell did we get a show? And the main event was 15 minutes long. You're telling me you couldn't even give Ben and Braun a 30-minute match? It had to be 15 minutes. Anyways, let's just go to the beginning. Never in my life of me barely being a wrestling content creator, and this is my first build to WrestleMania, have I ever um you know thought that John Cena was gonna be booed. My boyfriend had got me into WWE. I just watched only last WrestleMania. I had no clue what was Raw, SmackDown, who was who. But this time I'm getting into it, and in my life, I knew John Cena be who he was before, but they're like, yeah, they're gonna turn him into him. I'm like, are people gonna boo him? Like, in my life, I've heard that people, they wanted Cena to be heel, but I was like, is there any way people are actually gonna boo him if they wanted him to be heel? Like, oh, how was it gonna happen? And obviously, I was proved wrong on Monday. Everybody was booing his ass. It was very nice to see Mr. John Cena be all like, it's your guys' fault. And honestly, from the clips I've seen, there is truth to how he was molded into this perfect little golden boy. I'm all for it. And I just think it's super funny how everybody's like, I'm still gonna follow you, Mr. Cena. I'm still gonna be on your side. I'm still gonna be the ex girlfriend that's always obsessed with you. That is what I can get behind. I like that so much. Um, I am just rooting for Mr. Cena. Like, I'm just chilling in the background because I wasn't a part of this. I wasn't around, but I'm gonna let him do his thing. Um, it's to me what I think was a little bit of shame was that Cody had came, but like Cena listened to him and didn't, like, there wasn't a back and forth, because I know that that we all know collectively that Mr. Cena is would cut Cody on the mic. But I think if we were to see that, that would be like giving us too much of a full meal, okay? Maybe there's gonna be a build up of, how we're gonna see those two fight verbally along the way to WrestleMania, because I do see on Twitter how people were complaining about, like, oh, WWE is already protecting Cody because obviously John didn't go crazy with him on the mic. But I just think if we had would have got that immediately, it'd be like, okay, what's next? Because obviously what we see from what Triple H is doing for the Royal Rumble winners is he's just making the people with the belts, just they're just fighting every week, and then they're getting broken up, and then they're fighting. And I just feel like I'm looking forward to this build up, and I appreciate that they're not making Cody and Cena just go fight back and forth every week. I appreciate that so much because we're already tired. I don't know about you, I'm already tired of seeing Charlotte and Tiffany fight every week. Gunther and Jay fight every week. It's getting so boring in my opinion. Like, girl, I seen this last week. You could just replay it over again. We don't need to see it live again. Um, but overall, John Cena and Cody segment, mwah, mwah, they get chef's kiss. I just can't wait to see how this is gonna be played on into the future. Hopefully, we get some verbal battles, but if there are no verbal battles, definitely gonna be disappointed. But going on to the next segment is Penta and Ludwig's match. Obviously, I thought it was pretty cool. I'm becoming a little Penta stan myself, y'all. I got a Penta shirt. I'm not wearing it, sadly. Um, but I just think throughout this build-up, we're looking forward to Braun Breaker and Penta. I think Braun Breaker and Penta could be a WrestleMania match, honestly. Or maybe there'll be a belt change whenever they do fight, and it's not WrestleMania. But I'm glad that WWE is coming back to it, because I know last week's Raw people were like, they teased Braun and Penta. Well, what are they gonna do? What are they gonna do now? Penta's not here no more. Like, did they just forget about Braun and Penta? But I'm loving the fact that they're coming full circle back, and we're gonna be able to see Penta and Braun together. That's gonna be a crazy match because I love barking.
What did he say?
Okay, that sounds too crazy. Calm down. Pause. Not barking, but I love Braun Breaker. Oh my god. And I love me some Penta, so I'm gonna be torn between the two of them. This is definitely a match that I want to see. But the next topic we sadly gotta talk about. No, yeah, it is sad, to be honest, y'all. Anyone that seen my TikToks or just come by to some of my streams, you guys know that I love the women's division so much. Like, I'll defend the women's division. You know, I love seeing a woman wrestle, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I truly do not care for the intercontinental belt. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're doing with Miss Valkyria. I think I might have forgotten her name for a little moment. The Ivy and Dakota, I did not really care to see it. I know a lot of people are like, please don't tell me that they're gonna give Raquel the belt for the Intercontinental. But realistically, I don't think there's any other way you could get hype on that belt besides getting someone who's a part of the Judgment Day and is getting booed. I don't think there's any other way you should go, because I just don't. We're not getting, talks from Lyra. I don't know who Lyra is as a person. I just know that she's Miss Woo every time she goes into a match. Like, where are the promos? Where, like, Miss Lyra, what are you defending? You're not defending anything. We hardly get to see her. I honestly didn't care to see the rematch against Dakota and Ivy. Um, I also, I'm not too sure, you guys. For me, when it comes to the women's division, we all know that they're clearly friends outside as well. But I think I had seen a clip where uh Lyra was like talking to Bailey. She's like, I don't like the fact that I lost to you. I want to give you another shot. Like, I don't know if it's just typical me, but I just want a catty fight. Like, you guys need to be fighting against each other. It's like, yeah, you beat me and I can't live with myself, but I'm gonna give you another shot. Like, please, let's not. I don't want all this niceness among the girls. I want them being like, yes, I want a belt. Give me a belt. And they're fighting for it. But it's just a shame what WWE is doing to the Intercontinental for the women's belt. Like, what are we doing? What was the point of even bringing out the belt if you're not gonna put a storyline behind it? Um, but the Dakota Kai and the Ivy Nile, that just kind of dry. Besides, LWO coming out and taking care of them, I have nothing more to say. Um, other than the fact that this is hard words for me to say, and I know some people might not agree with me. Um, as much as I've been standing by Yeet, and you know how there are people on Twitter tearing down Mr. Yeet himself, I'm just like, no, you guys are seeing him wrong. He could do it. Like, I'm trying to be an all the underdog. But sadly, I don't know, you guys. Like, the Gunther choking him out every week. I'm tired of it. It's so old. Like, stop choking. Like, how are you gonna fall for the same thing every time? Last week I got choked out. You never think to look behind you. This week you're getting choked out. Like, come on, brother. Um, I wasn't really too happy about the botch, but I know not every wrestler is perfect. But you can't tell me how are you gonna defeat Austin Theory 40 seconds into the match? That was a disappointment. What was the point of even putting on a match? Because I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but you see somebody like Grayson Waller. You tell me he gets a full match, but somebody who looks like Austin Theory is down within 40 seconds. Make it make sense, please. That makes no sense. Um, but honestly, you guys, I was like, people are like, oh, we're not looking forward to this WrestleMania match. I'm like, I am. I am. Like, I'm trying to give it a chance, you guys, but after Monday and the match and the choke out, I'm sorry to say, but I'm not excited for this match anymore. I'm tired of seeing them almost clash against each other every week. It's getting so stale. We know for this WrestleMania match, it's gonna be a lot of super kicks and choke outs and a power bomb. I'm not looking forward to it. I really don't want to see a lot of that. Like, I want to see more moves. Like, it's not predictable. And I feel like if they do go through with Smash and WrestleMania, it's gonna be a lot of like fake final moves, and the kickouts. It's gonna be a lot of that. If they do go through with this match, I don't know, y'all. I'm just so disappointed because, like, why? The fact that Dakota and Ivy got a longer match than Jay, what was even point of, and I'm kind of disappointed because, like, do stars these days not know how to do promos? Like, I would not mind, how WWE has had the stars like side by side, and then they're going back and forth jabbing each other. Why can't these stars be cutting promos against each other? Like, is this like towards the end of a build up, like on the final month of WrestleMania? Like, why are we not seeing them do promos against each other? It makes me question, can these stars really do promos? But sadly, I cannot defend my oos no more. I am not really looking forward to this WrestleMania with the Royal Rumble winners. Like, even Charlotte and Tiffany, I'm tired of you guys fighting every week. And then over just barely last week, they got over Tiffany always like looking on the ground hurt. Like last week, she actually fought, but I'm tired of seeing like these people always fighting and then they're breaking up. Just let them fight, man. Um, But as we were talking about the women's division, I also want to touch up against the Io Bianca and Rhea segment. I'm really disappointed. I love me some mommy, but I just don't know if this is the way that you go to make this match official. Like, Rhea signing the paper and then just taking it with her. Adam Pierce, what are you doing, brother? Like, this is just laughing in his face. Why are you a GM if you got this? She's not a little girl. If you got this woman just running over you, just, yep, I'm taking the paper and I'm gonna make it official. Adam Pierce is a laughing stock in my opinion. After what had happened, I do appreciate the build up though that they're giving Io, because we all know, like, oh my gosh, we seen it at Elimination Chamber. It's gonna be Bianca and Rhea. And then obviously Io came in, and everybody is forgetting that Io was a part of it. And I just appreciate that throughout this entire time, like, they're kind of just mowing over her, and she's like, "You ain't gonna mow over me." And she's getting her leg backs on them. So I'm honestly happy that they're doing this for Io, but within the Rhea storyline, I'm disappointed. Um, she cut a good promo when she had lost her title. And then now it's proving Charlotte's promo, right? When she's like, "You're still just a kid." Um, and now everybody, obviously, you see Bianca's tweet. She's calling her a child. I just thought we would have seen some growth within Rhea. Like, if it was growth within Rhea, I would still be 10 toes down for her if she was a heel still, but I would have just liked to seen some growth besides going back to the old stingy ways. Um, but yeah, I'm, I'm looking forward to this triple threat on Mania. I just think it was a lazy way of doing it. There could have been more. We're gonna take a little what is it? Caution sign. I don't know. I just realized it's talking mag, and in my sentence, if I'm saying like so much, I apologize. My apologies. Um, that's just the way that I talk. Okay. Um, my apologies. If you guys don't like the way I'm saying like too much, I'm Hispanic. I'm Mexican. I can't help it. But in the future I will try other ways to say the word like, pero like, you know. Um but getting back into the mix, um we're just gonna touch up on this little topic real quick. Um we all know who this Mr. Luchador that is attacking Ray and Dragon. Um I know some people are like, "What? Chad's in the suit. This dude's in the blue tracksuit." BFFR, bestie. BFFR. I think Monday proved, last Monday, it could have been somebody else, but on Monday, if you guys look back at that match and, you know, so I have the sniffles. You look back at that match and you hear them fighting. You hear Mr. Luchador go, hit, and then his voice comes out. That voice sounds very familiar. With Mr. Allegedly. Sounds like Mr. Gable to me. Um, but I'm just looking forward to seeing, who is he gonna bring out? Who is his real luchador that taught him those moves? Um I don't know. We all just know it's Mr. Luchador, okay? I had touched up on this video earlier. The main events, okay? Not main events, main event. Um, Honestly, like I had stated earlier, good John Cena went downhill from there, okay? Um, I just don't know, yeah. I'm so disappointed because it's like almost every Monday night, the main events were 30 minutes. And this match was 15 minutes main event. And I think within the first couple minutes, it was an ad. So it could have been 10 minutes. Like, are you kidding me? Um, I honestly am speechless. Like, I really do want Finn to come back because Finn's just taking loss after loss after loss after loss. So he might get kicked out of Judgment Day from what we've seen. As Dominic wants to bring in a new member, definitely after Monday, he got called a snake. Dominic slipped up and hurt Finn on the ropes. Definitely, there's not gonna be. It's gonna be a war in Judgment Day's room. With the possibility of Finn leaving, because there's no way. I don't think they would kick out Dominic because he has to live there, and Raquel. Finn might just go his own separate way, to be honest with you. And I'm just. I understand Judgment Day was trying to help him, they were trying to help him, but ultimately it cost him his opportunity to get that title. I know a lot of people expected that the title was gonna have a change. Personally, for me, I don't see Braun Breaker losing the title. Besides, my not to push my favorite up. Besides Penta, but I didn't even have the possibility that Braun was gonna lose the belt in this entire match. Um, but I think definitely if Finn did win, it would have put some respect back on Judgment Day's name. But sadly, Finn did not win, y'all. Um, I don't know. I know a lot of people are saying that they're putting side by side of Eddie and Dominic together. Now, I honestly wouldn't mind if Dominic got a belt, to be honest with you. Like, he's been in there for so long, and obviously when we all talk about Dominic Mysterio, everybody kind of laughs him off as a laughing stock, and I just hope one day WWE does capitalize off of him. Because personally for me, I've said this before, y'all. You know, obviously when he goes out in women's business and just fans' business, but most likely the women's business, this man, you know, I'm like boo, 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 tomato, tomato, tomato. I be booing him. But I feel like if Dominic were to get his own singles championship, I honestly would root for Dominic, to be honest, because I just think he's so funny the way that he is. But you know, and like, yes, Dominic, I booed you in the past, but I think if he were to get his own singles run, don't blame me. I would like Dominic Mysterio. It's a crime to say lock me up in jail, but I honestly wouldn't mind Dominic having a singles run, but I don't know. Judgment Day's in shambles now, y'all. Uh-oh. That was my clock. Because I gotta get ready for work. But honestly, Judgment Day is in shambles, y'all. I love the way that, like, you know, um, obviously, I feel like there's like respect amongst Penta and Breaker now. Um, maybe Breaker's gonna actually give Penta a chance now, cause I I honestly didn't believe Penta was gonna join Judgment Day. Um, I don't know. I feel like Penta's better than Judgment Day. Like that's above him, but the way that Penta went in there to help them, psh, okay, you're helping your enemy, but also I got some respect for Penta. So now I feel like there's gonna be like a respectable match amongst them. I honestly can't wait for Penta and Braun. Like I'm literally gonna be I have my Penta shirt on then. Okay. But yeah, overall this Monday Night Raw, my review on it, don't hate me. I'm just saying my opinion that nobody asked for. But besides the John Cena segment, I feel like it all went downhill. I feel like they're putting too much effort into John Cena and Cody as it is. And they're just like, okay, let's forget about the rest. Let's forget about our Royal Rumble winners. Like it's all downhill. Um, but yeah, y'all. Thank you guys for listening to me yapping. Hopefully you guys liked it. Maybe some of y'all didn't like it. My apologies. But yeah, let me know what you guys are thinking in the comments. Do you guys agree? Do you guys disagree? What are your guys' thoughts on Monday Night Raw? Hopefully I get this out and hopefully I can make a Friday night one. This is all alleged because I'm also lazy as well. But yeah, y'all. Feel free to follow me on all my socials. I have my socials linked below. As well as if you guys didn't know, I also do stream on Twitch TV. That's gonna be linked below as well. You guys can feel free to hop in and even just talk wrestling with me. I talk wrestling in my Twitch chat. Or maybe if you guys want to play games, because I always need my friends in my friend group, okay? And yeah, y'all, hopefully next Monday we get a better Monday instead of this downhill version that we got yesterday. But yeah, y'all, hopefully you guys liked my video. If you didn't, not my problem, okay? But yeah, hopefully I can catch you guys on my next video. Feel free to like, comment, even subscribe if I may say. But yeah, hopefully you guys have a good rest of your day. Bye bye.